You know what I'm saying? I got myself into some trouble where I got myself hooked up with a woman. And then she asked me, will I ever want to do it again sometime? I told her I want to apologize that I'm not really supposed to be out here doing this. I'm supposed to be out here really focused on football. And she looked at me with that look like, oh, okay. So I made it back to the dorms. You know what I'm saying? I got into some legal trouble. She said that, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry to say it on the podcast, but she said I raped her. So I went through, just because I said I didn't want to do it again.
Wow.
So I struggled mentally, I struggled physically, I struggled emotionally.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Real, because he was such a cool dude in person, and like someone of that high status, you probably wouldn't think would be that accessible, you know. But for him to be cool, give me that compliment, I'm like, shit.
Man, Ace, no. How was that to get the compliment
Bro,
from one of the biggest guys in the world?
I ain't gonna lie, that boosted my ego a little bit.
Facts, you got to.
It got to.
You got to.
I was like, yeah, it did. But then I was like, it didn't hit me till later. I was like, fuck, I'm at the fucking Rock. Yeah, and if I wasn't so in the moment, I honestly probably would have started crying. Just because, not the fact that I met The Rock, just because, like, me getting to this point in my life, you know, from knowing the shit I've been through, knowing the past, my past and everything, to get to that point.
That's a blessing.
Nah, for real. And I'm happy it did pop off, because now my page got a lot of people engaging in it, a lot of awareness on it.
Views climbing too.
Stupid. All right, ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to the podcast, y'all, where self-improvement is the movement. This is the second guest episode I'm having here on the podcast, y'all. I want to introduce my man, D-Hawk. Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate
Go ahead
it.
and introduce yourself a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? My name is Dwan Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing Jimmy for a very long time, man. And first and foremost, bro, I just want to give you the shout out, bro. From seeing you from day one till now, bro, you made tremendous progress, bro. And I want to tell you that you motivate me to not only continue to keep doing fitness, but to really sharpen my mind.
Yeah.
And to really continue just to understand that everything is a process in life, and you got to continue to keep climbing no matter how you feel, no matter what's going on outside of the gym. You got to continue to keep doing it. So, like I said, bro, like, you really motivate me on a day-to-day basis. Like, I watch your page, and I actually sit there and I just watch it. I don't just click over and just skip over. I actually really watch it, and I listen. I'm like, okay, how can I apply this to my life? Like I said, bro, you really helping a lot of people, bro, like, regardless. And I'm one of those people that you do help. So I want to tell you that you are absolutely helping me in my life to continue to keep pushing. No matter how the way I feel, I got to continue to keep climbing. So I just want to tell you that before we even get anything started, that, bro, you doing your thing, you popping, bro. continue to keep going forward, bro. Like, it's not going to happen overnight, but, bro, keep going. Like, you actually teaching people that self-improvement is the movement.
There you go.
You gotta keep going, bro. You gotta keep pushing.
I was waiting for it.
Like you said, bro, that you should put that on a T-shirt, bro. Self-improvement I like that, bro.
I'll say this right now.
I almost stole it and put it in my bio, bro. I ain't even gonna cap.
Hey, go ahead, man. But I will say right now, in 2020, when I did start saying that, I did tweet out, I'm gonna eventually put that on a T-shirt. So that's coming eventually. That's coming soon. But I do appreciate that, bro. I appreciate the love, bro,
like
for
you said,
real.
Bro, iron sharpens iron, bro. Like, you got to give credit where it's due. And say, fam, like, you doing your thing, bro. I just want to tell you, continue to keep going, bro.
Yes,
like,
sir.
you're really inspiring a lot of people. Like I said, bro, keep going, bro.
Much love, bro. It's the fact that I can go through my journey and learn shit on the fly and help out other people while doing it. That's like the greatest feeling in the world, bro, because I don't have it all figured out. I'm not at any point I want to be yet. I don't think I ever will, just because that's how my mind works.
Yeah.
But the things I do learn along the way, the things I do know, the experiences I do go through, I can help that. I can use that to help out other people. And I don't know what it was, but when I figured out that became one of my biggest purposes in life, I just ran with it. And here I am now. So Today, I'm going to give y'all a quick little rundown of what we about to talk about. We're going to talk about some of D-Hawk's journey to where he is now, how women affected his journey, how fitness affected his journey. We're going to talk about how you have to be a man worth following. We're going to talk about self-improvement journey overall, of course, as always, and staying in our lane. Things like that, man. The significance of self-improvement, all those good things. But before we continue any further, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. It's really going to help me out. You know, if y'all are on YouTube, share this to a friend, family member, post it to your story. If you're listening to this on Spotify, y'all know the deal. Go ahead and share this to your story. Take a screenshot of you listening to it and post it on your story. Tag me in it, Jimmy1of1. And go ahead and rate this for me on a scale of 1 to 5. What y'all think about this podcast? Constructive criticism always allowed. So without further ado, man, we about to get into it. Tell me a little bit about your journey to kind of where you are now. Well, first of all, I need to ask this on every guest episode. How's your mental health, man?
My mental health, it's more of I'm really learning to take it day by day. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that everybody has their own problems, so you can't continue to keep on just going and trying to put everybody in your business, because everybody don't got your best interest at heart.
Yep.
So you got to learn how to deal with your problems by yourself and ask God for the strength to continue to keep pushing through whatever problem it is, because he ain't going to put nothing on you that you can't do yourself.
You can't handle, exactly.
So my mental health, when I say it's still growing, I'm nowhere where I want to be mentally. But I know every day is a process, and you got to continue to just ask God for strength to continue to keep pushing. So I feel like my mental health is steady climbing. Like I said, it's nowhere where I want to be, but I know I'm not alone.
My mental health is pretty good right now. It's kind of at the highest it's ever been. Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's always been kind of low. I've always struggled with mental health. Another reason why I started my self-improvement journey. Mental health right now is honestly pretty good, and I've gotten to the point where I don't really stress over things, no matter how crazy life is. Mm-hmm. I can't get stressed, mm-hmm. even if I wanted to anymore. It's so weird, mm-hmm. because back then I'm stressing. I'll still get anxiety here and there, but that's a whole different thing. But in terms of stress on schoolwork or just life in general, my social life, family, anything, I'm chilling. Mm. And honestly, that's the best place to be, is at peace. Happiness gonna come and go. Happiness is temporary.
Yeah, just that happiness part, that's only like a feeling.
It's a feeling. You'll feel it for a moment. Something happens, you feel bad. You get mad.
Peace is eternal.
It's eternal. Peace is no matter if you're happy or if you're upset or if you're grieving, you know everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. That's how I see peace. Yeah. Like, you know everything's going to be okay regardless of what's going on.
Yeah, and I finally got to a place like that where whether anything around me is going bad, I know that I have the peace that everything's going to be okay. No matter what's going on, like a woman here or the job here or fitness here or I'm just struggling just because I'm not where I want to be. I know that every day you wake up, every time that sun rises, bro, that's another opportunity for you to get it right. Like, every time God put the air in your lungs to go get it,
you gotta get it.
That's the opportunity for you to do what's right.
Tell me your journey a little bit after graduating high school, after high school, and then from there on out up until around this point.
Well, I graduated from high school 2016. I played football, so I've always really been into fitness. Like, I always had a nice body. I ran track, I played football, I lift weights, so I always had a nice body. But, you know what I'm saying, I had me a full-ride scholarship to go play football. You know what I'm saying? I messed it up messing with women. You know what I'm saying? I got myself into some trouble where I got myself hooked up with a woman. And, you know what I'm saying, doing some sexual things, and I wasn't supposed to be doing it. And she asked me, will I ever want to do it again sometime? And I told her I want to apologize that I'm not really supposed to be out here doing this. I'm supposed to be out here really focused on football, you know what I'm saying, doing my schoolwork, just trying to get myself a shot at my dreams. And she looked at me with that look like, oh, okay. So I made it back to the dorms, you know what I'm saying, and I got into some legal trouble. She said that, you know what I'm saying, I'm sorry to say it on the podcast, but she said I raped her. So I went through, just because I said I didn't want to do it again. Wow. So that was 2016. I'm 18 at the time, you know what I'm saying, and when I got that call You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurt me to my core that everybody told me, go down there, do what you're supposed to do. But I'm like, man, I'm in college. Like, I'm going to make my own decisions. That time, I really wish that I listened. I really wish that, you know what I'm saying? Because going through that process, I'm like, I'm 18. Like,
You feel invincible.
like I felt like could nothing touch me.
Exactly.
So being in that moment, like, it really humbled me. I went through the process. I went through the trial. I went through the court. I went through a lot of things. My biggest thing that scared me the most was not knowing if this was going to be my last time. Because they told me you're facing 30. So I was like, I'm 18. I'm going to be out to like, I'm like 50, 30 years. So I knew God was real. Like, I prayed every single day that, like, I didn't miss a beat. I'm praying when I wake up, before I eat, before I sleep. I'm doing everything in my power to really just understand that I'm going to be okay. But, like, it was real scary. You know, so I ended up winning the case, but I got expelled from school, and it really hurt me because it was a full-ride scholarship.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really worked hard to seeing everything just be gone like that. So I didn't go to school for like 2 years. And I got into a relationship, you know what I'm saying, with a young lady. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have the drive to go play sports. Because, like, going through that, it kind of killed me mentally. Like, it killed me bad to my core to where I didn't want to play football no more. I didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
So that's really when I really started my fitness journey, was when I got out of that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I got broken up with, like, that killed me to my core.
What year was that?
2019.
Okay.
So 2019, that's what really hurt me to my core, that I got left, I got broken up with, and I got broken up with for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? They told me they wanted to go do their own thing, to focus on themselves, but realistically, I found out a few years later that wasn't the case, that they really want to do their own thing. But they just didn't have the courage to tell me that.
Be straight up with
it. They didn't, and I feel like that's what hurt me the most, is that you come and find out that wasn't what it was. So I ain't gonna cap, man. I was in there crying in the gym, not focusing, not eating, not losing jobs. Like, a woman could be a man's biggest downfall.
It can.
Like, if you give it so much power, that would be your biggest downfall. Whenever you don't pour into yourself, you will fall. And it's gonna be hard for you to come back up. So just looking back now and seeing where I'm at today, is that I had to go through it. Your life is written out. Like, you have to go through it in order for you to get to a place where you need to be. And, like, you didn't have the courage to tell me what's up. But then the moment I started to get back on my feet, the moment where I started to really grind, the moment I really found someone else, that's when they wanted me back. You know what I'm saying? So you came back around when I started to do my own thing. I wasn't really tripping. I wasn't worried about it. Don't get me wrong. No, I said we all fall short. I spin the block. And know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it now, I wish I never did.
Yeah, you gave it that power.
Yeah, I gave her back my power. So, like, when you give a woman your power, like, they got you.
They got it.
So I always stand firm. I always be a man. Like, you can't give her your everything, and then the moment where you really want to put your foot down, like, you can't.
Yeah.
Because, like, you gave her all the power. So it's just like, now you like a bitch now.
Yep.
So it's just like, and she gonna look at you like that. So it took a lot out of me to come from getting in trouble in school, struggling with that, getting a girlfriend at the wrong time, taking on responsibilities that I didn't have to.
Yeah.
And trying to grow as a man. And like I said, bro, I'm still growing. I'm still trying to find my way. Like you said, self-improvement is the movement.
Movement, always.
So I'm still climbing. I'm still trying to reach my full potential.
Yep. How'd you get out of it? How did you get out of that?
She ended up telling the truth on the stand. So I had to go through losing a scholarship, losing my peace, losing my happiness, losing a full ride scholarship. I think it was like 40 bands I didn't have to pay.
Yeah.
All I had to do was just go to school and ball. So, because I wasn't thinking with this. I thought with the wrong thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm 18. I'm like, man, I'm gonna go out here and do my thing.
Yeah.
But realistically, it ended up hurting me in the long run. And, like, I'm still trying to chase my dreams. I'm still trying to climb. But we all have to go through something. So I feel like that was just reality, that you see what happens when you focus on the wrong things. You mess up your own life. When you focus on things that is not meant for you.
Yep.
When you put your energy to something that's not for you, you're going to see why. So sometimes, man, you got to fall on your face to understand that the choices that you make, it got their consequences. no cap, I was finna be on a run or something. I was gonna go on a run, man. I told them I wasn't facing no 30 years in prison, like over something that I know that
they
I
gonna
did
have to
not
catch
do.
me.
Oh, facts.
They gonna have to catch me.
Colombia. I was gonna be across the border or something, man. I was gonna be doing something, but
So, wrapping up the point of like your journey and how you got here now. What would be your biggest takeaway from everything from those 6-7 years?
start something, you gotta finish it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let the distractions, because them distractions gonna keep coming. The moment you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do with this is the plan, you gotta execute that shit. You can't say, I'm gonna go to the gym Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. and I'm gonna be there till 10. Fuck all that, oh no, I'm gonna skip today, I'm gonna do this. All you doing is holding yourself back.
Yeah.
So like, for example, once I got out of that situation, I was always focused on just hitting the gym, going to work and getting my money and just trying to put myself ahead. But the moment where they come back, you lose your sight, you lose focus on what you need to do. So I feel like the main thing that I really wish that I understood was that God gave me the vision. It's not, I can't bring nobody else with me with what he want me to do.
Yeah.
So what I can tell somebody else is like, keep going. It's gonna be those distractions. It's gonna be people around you that's not gonna be able to see what you're doing. It's not, you can't include everybody in your life what God wants you to do.
Yeah.
So it's really just staying focused. Like I lost sight on what I'm supposed to do.
Discipline.
I wasn't disciplined. The moment where I was feeling myself, I'm seeing results, the person want to come back in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't keep doing it.
Can't do that.
And like I made so much progress in the gym. I made so much progress at work. I made so much progress mentally that when you really focus on the positive shit going on in your life, everything around you is gonna blossom.
Take care of yourself.
So when you just too busy feeding in negative energy, shit, you gonna be stuck. You gonna stay stagnant. So from that that incident at school to relationship problems to now, really just asking God for vision just to continue to keep pushing forward. That whatever's not for me, allow me to not entertain it.
Yeah.
Whatever's for me, help me be careful with it and just continue to do more of what you're giving me and being thankful for where I'm at, because it's a lot of people that's wishing to be in my position.
Yeah.
So I can't keep giving my energy to shit that's bringing me down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always giving my energy to that person, just giving my energy to the shit that wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
The moment I just say, God, like, I need you, man, I started to do better. I started to feel better mentally. Don't get me wrong, I still struggle from time to time, but it's not as bad as it used to be. 'Cause I know every day is an opportunity.
Every day.
So if I'm not willing to take the opportunity, shit, I'm still be in the same position. So from that time period till now, what I would genuinely just tell people from that day is just continue to keep going forward. No matter how tough that shit get, you got to go through that shit. That's what's gonna mold you into the person that you need to be.
Yeah.
Like, you got to go through those hard times. You got to go through that difficulty to become a better person.
What would life be if everything was good? Everything went our way. If everything that we wanted came into the palm of our hands. What if everything was smooth? We asked for something, we got it.
Shit, a lot of people fumble the bag. A lot of people won't even know how to handle it, right?
Yeah.
Shit, the world would probably be chaos right now because shit, I got to just keep asking. Wouldn't nobody know how to work for it? Would nobody know the discipline to get to it?
My thing is, what are you learning?
Mm-hmm.
What are you learning about? My thing is, what would be the point of living if there were no setbacks or any negative shit or bullshit that pops up here and there? Obviously, you don't want it. We're not asking for it, but you can't just be so fixated on having everything trying to be perfect, because if everything was perfect, what would be the point? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like, man, you gotta fuck up.
We got you.
Like, some people, sometimes I was afraid. Like, I don't want to fuck up, but sometimes, like, it helps you become more wiser.
That's it.
It helps you become smarter. If you just got everything you wanted right then and there, you would have no discipline. You wouldn't have you wouldn't be smart about anything.
Yeah.
If everything just came to you without you working for it, it's like, bro, you spoiled. You wouldn't even know how to handle shit. It's like you expecting everything to be given to you when nobody have no type of work ethic.
Yeah.
So I feel like you gotta lose in order to become greater in order to become bigger than what you expect it to be. The reason why I really, really, really love fitness, bro, is just it's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? When I'm there, man, like I got the time to really think about my life, and I don't really worry about what's outside of those walls.
Yeah.
When I'm there, man, I try to give God my time. I pray right before I hit this, like right before I started working out. Just give me the strength, just give me the guidance to hit each workout. Just help my body get the right things out of it. So fitness really, it helps me on a day-to-day basis because it's not about that day. It's about the journey along the road, like who you meet. Like I met you, for example.
Yeah.
Like I can come to you and just talk about fitness. I can come to you and just talk about just life. So just like you, the fitness part, I have to understand I got into it because of a woman because I had a heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
But just knowing what I know now, I had to go through that. So just like now, fitness is more than just going through a heartbreak. It's more that I gotta work out every day.
Yeah.
Every single day I gotta do something because it's helping me. It's keeping me sane. Like it's therapeutic, man. It's just like it helps so much to where no matter what the hell going outside these walls, the moment I step in, ain't no baby mama drama, ain't no work problems, ain't no life problems. I'm gonna figure this shit out when I get out the gym.
Yeah.
Like so that 2-3 hours I'm there,
Hey.
no problems. It's just like it's where I'm happy at. It's peace.
Yeah. For me, I tell people that fitness for me does way more for me mentally than it does physically. And people were like, "What?" Because I guess I look kind of decent, you know. So people say
walking
that
around here like this. Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to The Rock.
Yeah.
I tell people it does a lot more for me mentally. I'm serious about it because I came from a place where, one, I wasn't really happy with myself physically. Two, I wasn't happy with myself in general in life at all. And when I can work out for 2 to 3 hours, it's like a whole different world. Put my music, block out the noise, or at least I try to. I work at a gym, so you know you have people come up talk to you.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Hey,
I'm in the zone.
I'm in the zone. Sometimes I'll be in the zone and I look mad, but I'm cool. I just don't want to be bothered at that point. I'm trying to focus because it's so therapeutic, like you said, man. It does a lot for me mentally. It lets me know, and it gives me reassurance that everything's gonna be just fine. Everything's gonna be okay, and I can block out all the bullshit that day had to offer in a 2-3 hour gym session, and I'm like, okay, I'll figure this shit out later. Yeah. But now I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, I got to get this motherfucking
this
PR up right now.
I'm pushing this weight
PR
right
today,
now.
like.
So, you know, for me, if anyone out there who is struggling with any type of mental health issues at all, if you don't work out or do any type of physical activity, it doesn't have to be weightlifting. It can be going for a run. It can be biking. It can be going on a hike, rock climbing, like anything, a sport, anything. If you're doing at least a physical activity, that shit relieves so much stress,
You're gonna feel so much better.
You're going to feel so good afterwards.
You're gonna be hit. You're gonna be feeling that burn. You're like, damn, what the fuck was I tripping about?
Yeah.
And just like in the moment you look in that mirror, you see your first cut, you see your first, you know what I'm saying? You see yourself getting active. You like, ooh, like damn, like I see this coming in, and then you just like, I really love doing this now. Like it gives you confidence that now your body is starting to become a masterpiece. Like you working out, and now you feel like, man, can't nobody stop me from where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I think that's why I love fitness so much. Yeah. I love the energy that everybody around you has.
Good
like,
energy,
like you just see like I love the people in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. I love the fact that no matter what's going on, they're still there.
Yeah.
They're trying to do something so incredible with their lives. Like they taking the time out their day to go hit the gym. Like you said, man, that's therapeutic. Like if you ain't hitting the gym every day, man, I'm sorry. Something wrong with you, man. If you ain't going to the gym, baby, I'm sorry, baby.
All right, moving on to this next topic. I'm really interested to get your thoughts on it. How do you view the dating game right now? Any issues? What are the positives of it? Like, how do you feel about it in general? Because I feel like there is a lot to talk about, but I'm not gonna harp on the topic too much, but I still do want to kind of touch on it a little bit, get your perspective.
I feel like, man, my perspective, I'm gonna just speak on the men. Men want a woman to do a lot, but they're not even creating a world for her to come into. Like a man, y'all want her to be submissive, y'all want her to cook, y'all want her to clean, y'all want her to do this, y'all want her to do this. But are you any of those things that you asking for? Do you cook for her? Do you clean? I don't care. That ain't gay. That ain't nothing. I feel like, man, you shouldn't be asking for nothing if you're not even willing to do it as well. Like, a lot of y'all men want a woman to follow you, but you're not even a man worth following.
Yeah.
You can't tell her what to do, but you're not unsure. But you unsure what to do. You can't lead a household, and you unsure to what to do. And I feel like sometimes women want to be the men in the relationship. They want to tell the man what to do. They want to be dominant.
But do you
listening.
think some of that is because dudes?
Yeah, it's because of the man, because he don't know how to properly lead, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He's unsure about what to do. He's getting opinions from everybody else instead of standing firm on what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Like, you requiring so much. Like, a woman will say, hey, I want to be 6 feet. I want him to be this. I want him to be this. They're like, they're unrealistic. You can't say you want him to make 6 figures, be 6 feet tall plus, but you curving every man that's going to give you the world. Like, I feel like that's backwards.
Yeah.
Just because he's not 6 feet, that can be the man, that can be your husband right there that's going to give you everything that you ask for, that's going to treat you right, that'll make you feel special, that'll give you the flowers, that'll ask you how your day is, going to spend time talking to you on the phone, put his homeboys to the side to make memories with you.
Yeah.
Like, women think it's supposed to be a fantasy, and it's not. And shit, this is reality.
I think that's
reality.
both ways too. I love how you said that. Both ways, we have a fantasy in our head of what we want and how shit's gonna go, but we in real life, man. It's not what's in your head. It's what's in front of you. You know. So I feel like both sides, and I talked about this in a previous episode. Both sides set unrealistic expectations in terms of dating. How do you feel about that?
As men, like, you got to be straight up. A lot of men just be dry ass lying. I feel like, man, you gotta set the foundation. You gotta set the tone.
You have to.
You gotta be straight up. You gotta ask. Like, I feel like, me personally, a woman should come into your life and bring value. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you doing, she's bringing you more. Shit.
But you should be doing.
You should be doing more.
You should be doing it.
You should be doing a lot more.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If you prepare the table, if you bring it home the food, she cooks it.
Exactly.
Like, man, saying, like, a woman is so powerful. But, like, a lot of people just don't understand it.
Yeah.
They thinking that relationships supposed to be this way and it's supposed to be this way. I feel like what's wrong with relationships today, the couple don't know how to look in front of them. And they don't know how to look in front of the person. Like, know what I'm saying? Like, you too busy worrying about what Susie do for Joe instead of worrying about what I do for you, how I love you. You sitting up here, they look on the outside and think that's how it's supposed to be.
Expectations.
But you not really understanding the way that the person in front of you loves you.
Yeah.
Like, the person, you can't put expectations on what Susie do for that person and what Joe do for him. Like, you got to sit back and really think. And a lot of people come into these relationships, what can I gain instead of how can you be a service? Like, how can I make this person happy? Like, how can I do this? How can I make this person smile?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, man. I feel a lot of, like, what I know now, wish I could have did differently. But, like, you got to go through that shit. So I feel like relationships, we give up too easy. When shit don't go wrong, man, fuck that bitch, I'm finna go cheat.
Yeah.
And, like, we don't know how to talk to each other.
It's like, oh, maybe we should just break up.
Facts. We don't know how to, and just social media, it made it even worse.
Yeah.
Like, you thinking that you got all these options because you getting all these likes, you getting all these hearts, but how many of those likes and those DMs a person gonna really treat you right? A person that's gonna really take the time to really love you. A person that's really gonna take the time out their day to make sure you eat, to make sure that you feel good. A person that's gonna take their time to see how you doing mentally. They just say, oh shit, she look good. I wanna know how she look good. I wanna see how she look in bed. Or damn, man, he got tattoos. Ooh, he's 6 feet. Ooh, I wanna see what he like. They going after the man that everybody want.
Yeah. Like,
why you don't go after the low key dude that's on top of his game?
He's corny.
Oh, he a corny dude. He lame as hell. He corny. Like, why y'all shy away from the person that's doing the right thing, but y'all go to the person that's doing wrong? Y'all go after the dude that got 7 kids, 7 baby mamas, fucking the whole Fort Worth, Texas, the whole community. But it's a dude over here. Hey, how you doing? I want to take you on a date. Damn, he a creep. He a creep.
Yeah.
Oh, he a creep. But you worrying about a person that's not worried about you. But then y'all want to spin the block when the man don't even want you no more.
Like, there can be a dude that can provide everything.
Plus more.
But you're
not even willing to give him a chance.
These dumb boundaries and expectations that are set have you in a tunnel vision to where this is all you see. Where this is the reality.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the reality. You only see this.
Like, you going after the person that makes $120K a year. You think the person who makes 60 bands a year is broke, is average.
Yeah.
Oh, he gotta have
And that's
this.
social media, man.
Like,
it sets these expectations to where,
that's not even real.
oh, if he's not making this, then, and there's some meme pages that post stuff like that, and I know it's a meme page, and I just follow it because it's funny, but some people take this shit literally, and it's like, oh, if he doesn't do this, then he's broke, or if he doesn't do this, then he's blah blah blah. It's the expectations
who be
is
having
fucked up.
all that jewelry and all that shit on really be the niggas that be broke.
Yeah.
Really be the one that be asking their girlfriend for a 3.5 so he can go get him a little old weed or something instead of, you know what I'm saying, being the chance. And it ain't gonna cap, like, you know what I'm saying, some men out there, y'all gotta get on top of y'all shit.
That's
Like, you know
that's
what
a
I'm
part
saying,
of it.
y'all niggas
That's
be
definitely
tripping
part of
too.
it.
Y'all
We
gotta
on
get on
both
top of y'all
sides.
shit. Y'all up here not working, not trying to get a job, just trying to sit around smoking all day. Y'all not doing shit. But y'all expect the baddest of the baddest.
Yeah,
Y'all need to stop trying to go for the baddest of the baddest and go for the motherfucker that's cut for you.
the one that's for you.
They ain't hearing you, Jimmy.
They didn't hear me.
They ain't hearing you, Jimmy.
You have to go for the ones that is for you, not look good to you. It's pretty much that simple. Now, it's hard to not go off of looks because that's how we are biologically as humans, both men and women. You have to look good.
Facts.
That
I'm not dating no mud duck. I'm not dating
You know,
no mud duck.
that's all I can say.
Facts.
You gotta look good. The attraction has to be there. That's you know, necessity.
That's what gets us first. Is, you know what I'm saying, just your appearance, the way you carry yourself.
Because that's how you know, that's how we see people first. We don't know who the hell they are.
But nowadays,
Until we
bro,
talk to them.
women dating pockets, men
Yeah.
dating bodies.
Yeah,
So I'm like, bro, she dating your pockets, you dating her for the body.
yeah.
It ain't no real love in between. I feel like a lot of people go in relationships thinking, I'm finna get this from them. I'm finna get this. But a lot of people not really loving nobody.
Yeah.
Men not being men, women not doing their job, men not doing our job. So I feel like, man, it's both.
It's all the way
and
around.
I'm a man, so I'm
I
finna be
feel
like,
that.
oh, I'm not finna get on here and bash no woman because it's a lot. It's a lot of great women out here. A lot. Just some people picking the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Oh, men ain't shit. No, you just picking the wrong
You
one.
picking
You're
the
picking
wrong
the
ones.
same one.
You're attracting the wrong ones.
You're not even working on yourself. A lot of people not taking the time to really work on themselves to find the true person they for. They just continue I'm not even gonna work on myself. I'm not even gonna try to become the best version of myself. Then you're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. So that's my input. Men not trying to be men, women not trying to be women. They both take instead of coming together to become
give.
one. Got these unrealistic ass expectations that this is what they supposed to be doing. In fact, tell me your output on it.
My outlook.
What's the main part? Like, are you in a relationship or anything like that?
No, I'm chilling now.
Like, what's the reason why? What's the main reason why you decide to be by yourself?
Well, I just finally had gotten to the point where I figured out why shit wasn't working out for me in the past. And I made a reel of it, and it was kind of like me finally just figuring out how to be vulnerable, because that's a big thing I talk about now, because I went through it and it fucked me over. Me not being vulnerable, and that goes back to my past and me always feeling like my feelings weren't valid, I wasn't enough, and all this other shit, and a lack of security. I was so super insecure. I would overthink certain situations to where, oh, what if she doesn't text me back for an hour? What is she doing? You start getting those thoughts, and it starts eating you up mentally, and you start worrying about this and that, when the girl might not give you no reason to feel like she probably cheating or she probably doing something that you don't want her doing, right? But that just goes back to you being insecure with yourself, to where you're reflecting that onto the partner, and that's where it's fucked up. You're doing a disservice to them by being so insecure. So I got over that, the insecurity, the vulnerability. Also, I feel like I have to I don't have enough to be able to give as much. How can I put it? I want to give, but the amount I want to give isn't what it is. Isn't what I can give right now. If that makes sense.
That makes
so,
perfect sense, bro.
so I'm making sure that I'm either going all out or nothing at all. If I'm going 70%, 80%, I can't do it. Maybe someone else can. I can't. For shit to function and work the way I want it to work, and for things to go how I want it to go, I have to be 100% able to be in the right mindset, to be in the right place financially, be in the right place mentally. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I got to be 6 figures and this and that, and then I can. No,
I'm just be secure.
I just want to be secure, or at least in a really good position on my way to being secure financially, in terms of my career, in terms of my mental state, because that was a big reason why I wasn't in a relationship for a while. My mental space was really, really bad. I blocked a lot of blessings by having a really poor mental state. Kind of push other people away inadvertently because of that.
Man, I went through a little bit of that too.
It kind of, it just got to the point where if I can't give my all, I'd rather not be in a relationship for respect for her, for that person.
Yeah, because she deserves the world.
Exactly. And if I can't give that, then I'm not going to force myself to try to do that.
Yes.
That's putting a burden on me. That's putting a burden on her. So that's why I haven't really been in a relationship for a minute. I know right now, if I could cuff someone right now, I would. If I really, really wanted to.
Yeah.
I could, but I'm not going to right now because I don't feel like I'm at that place yet. Maybe it's coming soon. I don't know.
It's coming, baby.
I let it happen, but up until then, I'm chilling. And another thing with that is, back then I got so fixated in, why am I not in a relationship? What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You feel your self-worth just goes down the drain, bro. And you really start feeling bad. You really think, like, what's wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, I thought I was they say I'm a good dude. They say I'm this. They say I'm that. Nice guy.
Why not pick me then?
Yeah. And you start just looking in the mirror. What's wrong with me? But I had to break out of that mind frame and be like,
it's just not your time.
It's not time. It's not the time yet.
It's
not the time yet. And 2022, or was it 2021? One of them years, it was a big year in terms of patience for me, knowing that my time will come. Everything that I want, everything that I'm kind of manifesting in my head, it will happen as long as I'm doing the things I need to be doing. Like you said early, there's a path set for you. You just have to kind of trust that path, trust that process. You have other plans you want to go after. You have other things you want to do. God has this plan for you.
Are you willing to?
Are you willing to take this plan? It might not be the things you want to do right now, but once you get to a certain point, it's gonna be like, wow.
Like, I didn't expect any
the light
of
at the end of the tunnel. Like, oh
like,
shit.
It may seem dark right now. Because the ones around you, behind you, on the side of you, you may be thinking you're really missing out, but realistically, you're not missing out on shit.
Not.
Like, I feel like I fell short of that a lot of the times, like, where if I wasn't with somebody, I'm gonna be missing out.
Yeah.
But realistically, you gotta take that time to yourself to understand what you like, what you don't like. If you don't spend time alone, how can you figure out yourself?
And I feel like I needed that. In 2019, I got out of a relationship that.
Ooh, that's when my shit went ruckus, boy.
That bad times, huh?
Ooh,
2019, man.
Ooh, shit.
So I was in a really bad place mentally from that relationship, and it wasn't because of her. That's the most fucked up part, because it wasn't her fault at all. It was all me, my insecure self, my overthinking self, my anxious self ruined that shit. And I beat myself so hard about it to where I was just in such bad mental space.
I want peace in my relationship, and that's the biggest thing that I really want. I didn't have peace. I didn't have structure. It was toxic. People nowadays, they love toxic. I ain't got time for that shit. Like, what you want? Why you want to be toxic?
how do you think it ever got like to this point, man? Because it, like, the whole game is just so backwards, dog.
They think that shit cute.
But I'm trying to figure out how this shit started. Was it social media? Was it?
I feel like that was a question that we would never understand. Like, we ain't gonna ever have an answer to it.
Sometimes I'll talk to not only women but men. They'll be like, "Yeah, I like mine a little toxic," or "I used to be a little toxic." Ooh. They used to say that, or like they used to be like, "Oh, I like being a little toxic," or "It's good to be a little toxic."
No, it's not.
It's really not, honestly. I was in that camp for a minute too. As crazy as that's, because the reason for me was, if everyone else doing it, I have to.
Yeah, I gotta show you that I love you. I gotta show you that I'm toxic. Like, no,
that was the mindset. But it shouldn't be like that, because that's not genuinely who I am.
Yeah,
genuinely who I am is gonna be a nice. I don't want to be nice per se, but a good person, a good man.
Oh, they think that's corny though.
Yeah, that's corny. I can't say nice. I'm sorry.
That's corny.
I didn't mean to say nice.
He a stiff body.
That's
a stiff body.
That's
a little corny because he want to be a nice person.
Yeah, but
they think being hard is cute.
Oh my God.
Showing that they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's not like that. Like, oh, like, she gotta bust my windows. That's how I know she love me. Like, no, man. Like, ain't nothing wrong with loving a girl. Like, ain't shit wrong with that.
What became wrong with it?
Like, women, like, ain't nothing wrong with showing your man that you love him.
What became wrong with it though? Because it's wrong now.
They think that shit. They think that shit weak. It ain't weak with loving your spouse. They think that shit player to me. That you got a woman who will show you that they love you.
You know what's crazy? It's about who cares less. Whoever cares less wins, because whoever cares more, the other person's gonna be gonna push away.
Oh, he too nice, and he
too nice.
He just this way. He's
a little too clingy.
I'm like, don't you want that though?
Don't you want a lawyer?
But y'all want the man who don't want nothing to do with you. That's the man that they be want to turn that man into a good dude, and that's just not who he is. So then it's 10, 20 years down the road.
Man,
you got 3 kids, 4, 5 baby daddies now. Now I want a good man. You curved them from 18 to 30.
Yeah.
And the men, they don't understand their value. They just settling.
And they'll settle.
Oh, the woman out, or they go back. And that was me. Like, I wasn't understanding my value. I was doing people wrong because I wasn't giving myself enough time to really understand that I wouldn't say I deserve this. Like, no, I expect to have this. You are more than enough.
Yeah.
And some men, like, they feel like their confidence wasn't like that. Like, and I was one of, like, man, I'm gonna go back. She just who I know, man. It's taking too long for me to get another woman.
Yeah.
They're not really giving themselves that time, because you never know. It could be somebody in the gym that's watching you every day. Or it could be that person who you go to your favorite restaurant, she there waiting for you.
Hey, that's real shit, y'all.
Like, you not taking the time to really
real shit.
Take the time to really love yourself, find yourself, but you too busy because you're not asking for the time and the patience. People be getting out of these relationships and just, oh, I'm finna go be with this person, instead of giving themselves the time.
They'll go through a hoe phase.
Woo, looky. They go through the little hoe phase and thinking that they finna find somebody. Crazy?
There's been women I've talked to in the past, not on a serious level, but I've talked to them, and I just like getting a lot of deep conversation in. And some of them tell me, like, oh, yeah, I just got out of my hoe phase, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you good?
The devil is alive, shawty.
They'll tell me that. I'm like, oh, yeah, I just got out of my hoe phase, and then we'll talk about it. It's like, yeah, 4 or 5.
Ooh.
And span, and some type of time span.
Satan is alive. Lord have mercy.
I'm glad you told me that, because I'm not taking you serious.
Facts.
I can't.
I just want to see where your head at first before I even take the time to even really go that route, which I gotta understand you first. But then once you tell me about that 4, 5, that whole phase, like, what's wrong with taking the time to be alone real quick? I struggle with that at first, but like now,
there's nothing wrong with it. I love it.
You got so much peace now. Like,
I love it.
You get to do what you want to do. You ain't got to worry about if they not answering your phone call. They out there doing something they ain't got no business doing. Like, take the time to really just be to yourself, to understand that But like what you gotta understand that you're not alone.
Yeah.
It's just your season of separation to where, you know what I'm saying, you was putting too much energy into shit that wasn't serving you. Like this relationship, it was bad, so why would you go back? Why aren't you giving yourself time to be happy? Why aren't you pouring your energy into somebody that's willing to do the
They'll
right thing?
try to
with you?
fill that void with other people. That's
Just
when
so
the
they
whole
won't be
face
al-
comes in.
Just so they won't be alone.
They won't be alone. People can't handle their own energy. People can't just be in their own space, be in their own head, and just kind of think, you know? People always got to find external things to fill a void of loneliness or whatever the case may be. When you're by yourself, that doesn't mean you're lonely.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to know that you can be alone. That doesn't mean you're lonely. Lonely is you're trying to not be alone. Being alone is like, okay, I'm chilling.
Like I'm accepting the
You
fact
feel
that
it?
I'm
You
by
you
myself.
accept the fact that you're by yourself and you're fine with
and
it.
that's when it becomes easier.
Yes. But so many people are lonely. They're alone and they're trying to get out of that desperately.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even take the time out to be alone. Going back to self-improvement, man, talk about trusting the grind, because on the self-improvement journey, you will have obstacles, you will have bullshit, you will have unexpected situations that pop up that you need to engage in. How can you go about it to the point where it doesn't completely throw you off course on the bigger picture, the bigger goal ahead, and trusting the grind and just keep on going no matter what, having that persistence?
I feel like, man, you gotta have some type of obstacle in your way, because if it was just a straight shot, you wouldn't know how it feel to work for it. It would be so easy. Everything just given to you, wouldn't know how to work hard for it.
Mm-hmm.
So like every obstacle, it shapes you and it molds you into the man that you need to be. Like you get wisdom, you get knowledge, and you get understanding from it. So you gotta ask God for that vision to get through that obstacle, and understand, like, okay, this obstacle, what am I learning from this? What am I? What's taking place from this obstacle right now? Oh, this is what's happening. Okay, maybe if I do this way, I can get through it.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, fuck it, man, this shit hard, and now you back at square one. Ain't nothing in life gonna come easy. Shit, if
Nothing worth having, at least.
Shit, if everything was easy, shit, the world would probably be a different place.
Yeah.
Like it'd be a whole different place, man. You gotta work for something. You gotta work hard for something. And if you're not willing to work hard, man, you might as well just lay down.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to go get it, man, like you gotta have that mama mentality. You gotta go get it. Like what the next man not doing, you gotta go do it.
Yep.
And people don't understand hard work nowadays. They think shit supposed to just come to you, and that ain't how it's supposed to be. You gotta keep. I'm telling you, man, you gotta keep climbing, man. The more you keep going, there's gonna be new levels, new devils.
Say that again. Say that again.
New
Pause.
levels, shit. New levels, new devils. They gon' come.
Woo!
They gon' come. What you gonna do though? And like, bro, just seeing where you have come from, just seeing where your first episode till now, your first picture of your body till now. Shit, bro, you motivate me to get it done. I'm like, man, shit, I know.
Done, man.
I'm looking on my phone,
man.
like, I know Jimmy in the gym. Shit, I'm on my way
Yeah,
there now.
yeah.
Like, bro, you gotta. What you not doing, the next man will.
The next man will.
So, man, if you're not willing to go get it, man, like, I can't surround myself with people who won't want to go get it. Because, like, man, now you motivate me to go do it.
Yeah.
And, like, it's all about, like you said, your circle of influence.
Circle of
If you got motherfuckers around you that's willing to go get it, and you got people around you that's blessed, you the next one up.
Your next one.
Like, if you're around people that's blessed, that's getting everything they want because they working hard,
Yeah.
what you surround yourself with is what you're going to become.
They say if you in a room with 5 millionaires,
You the 6'1", baby. But if you're around 5 bum-ass person,
you
you
the next
6'1".
one.
Like, it's all about you. Everybody got their season. Take your time. Man, life is life, man. It's a process. It's a journey. Just don't quit. Wherever you're in life, wherever you at in life right now, man, just keep going.
Yeah.
Keep pushing. Everybody got their time. Everybody got their season. Everybody got their time to win. Just because you see everybody else winning and you not winning right now doesn't mean you not finna win.
Yeah.
If you put in the work, man, you get in what you put out. If you putting in work, you gonna get blessed. You are blessed. If you're not willing to go put in the work, man, you can't expect to be blessed.
I got a question for you. Do you have anything that you want to ask me, or you were curious about for me or my perspective on a certain topic or anything before we wrap this thing up? I know it's kind of on the spot.
What's your biggest goal before this year is over with? What's something you want to achieve before 2023 is over with?
One will be finish graduating, because I do graduate this year.
Oh, that's happening.
That's happening.
Oh, that's already in
So,
motion.
that's in motion. I just got to make sure I'm, on my shit, focus. It's going to happen. Mainly just getting to another level financially.
Facts.
For me. That's the next goal for me, getting another step financially. And I know my career is kind of going on the way already, but I think it can get to another level. And I think I'm really close in some way, shape, or form to getting to that level, because my channel, my page has grown a lot, and I need to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And it came at the perfect time because the Rock video happened, and then guess what? People are on my page, looking at my page. They see my other content. Now other motherfuckers hitting me up like, hey man, I really appreciate the message that you're sending out. And I'm talking about people all across the world, bro.
And that's the biggest thing.
Across the world. So me being able to help other people just keeps me going.
Yeah, man, shit, you helping me.
It keeps me going, because my journey, I wanted to help other people, and I want that energy to be reciprocated. People telling me that I'm helping them on their journey makes me go even more.
Yeah.
It makes me go even harder. So it's helping me build my platform up to a point where I want to go big with this shit. Like, I want to make it with this shit, because I see a lot of people out there. I can do better than them. I can do better than that. I just need the eyeballs on me. I just need the people sharing my shit. My shit getting out there to the right people. Once it does,
oh, we up.
That's it.
We is up.
That's it. Because I look at some other people, and I'm like, I'm doing what he's doing, if not more. Why am I not at that position? And it's not coming from a place of like resentment or jealousy. It's just coming from a place from, I'm ready for my time. I'm ready for my shit to come.
Yeah.
So honestly, whew.
And like, man, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like you said, you ready for your time.
Yeah.
When your time come, are you able to handle it? Like, everybody always asks, when is my time coming? When is my time coming? Have you put yourself in position for your time to come? And when your time comes, are you going to be able to handle the spotlight? Are you going to be able to handle your blessing? Are you going to be able to handle anything? Like, we ask so much. But are you able to handle
the blessing?
The blessing that you asking for? Like you said, God, like, for example, God, I want my shoulder, I want it to pop off. Are you going to be able to handle it?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to put in more energy that you was doing at first? Like, some people reach a certain level and they stop.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to? Are you still gonna be that same Jimmy?
I talked about this in the most recent episode, the episode that I just recorded and posted, episode 8. I said that success actually makes me go harder. It actually makes me work more, because I just get a sense of thinking back on the past, like where I came from to where I am now, to where I want to be in the future. A combination of all those things just motivate me and keep me going. So once I feel like I hit a certain point, I mean, it's the same thing. Nothing's going to change. I mean, I'm not going to be oblivious and say nothing's going to change, but because things will change, people will change around you, circumstances, obviously, but if you have certain principles, if you have certain, values that you obtain and that you have for yourself in your life, and if you're true to those values, you should be good.
Yeah.
And I think I've gotten to the point where I am true to myself. I am true to what I do, the work I put in, everything like that. Obviously, there's the ups and downs. That goes with everything. But if there's that consistent pathway, if there's that consistent vision, if there's that consistency overall within life, I think it'll be just fine no matter what is going on, no matter where I'm at. This platform and also my my sports stuff that I do on the side as well. So if I can get that to a point where I'm very satisfied with it by the end of the year, oh yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Got one more.
Yeah, you got you. Hey, anything.
You can have, for example, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people on the show.
Yeah.
That probably asked to be on the show. Why me out of all people? Like, what stood out for me to be like, I gotta have them on?
We have these conversations without the mic, without the camera.
Yeah.
That's what it is, honestly.
Yeah.
Because there's other people that have asked me, hey, let me get on the podcast. I'll be like, yeah, you can, blah, 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 just let me know. I have a whole list of people I have on there. You were like at the top of the list, and those people that asked me, in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're not about to be on this podcast. They're not about to be on here talking about what I talk about, at least. I'm going to talk about some bullshit. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, facts.
I'm not talking about bullshit. I'm talking about real shit. So I'm gonna have people on here that I know I've had conversations like this without microphones. That's like
good. That's real.
We have. Tell me if I'm lying.
We have conversations like this
like
a lot.
This.
For shit, like you said, for the past 2 years. Man,
yeah.
Like, it's a lot of conversations, man, where you ask me, what do you do? Now I'm coming to you asking what you do. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, honestly, man, you helping me really change my mind. Sometimes, like, I got to sit back and think, like, okay, what do I want? What I want out of life? And just seeing you take that leap out of faith.
Yeah.
Like, it's helping me just understand that everything's on you about what you want to do in your life. So it's on you. Go get it. Go do what you got to go do. Don't let your past dictate your future.
It can't.
But I just really greatly appreciate for me even being on the show. Like, man, I don't think you understand. I was in the mirror waiting on the moments like this. I was like, man, I'm going to be like this. How can
My boy is getting ready in the mirror.
I'm in there like this, y'all. Okay, this is exactly
Get
how
ready.
I'm going to be. I'm going to be just like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say that. But then I'm just like.
You play it out in your head. And
Man,
it's like,
I'm like, okay, should I wear a tie? Should I wear a suit on the show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was.
No way you was thinking about that.
On my mama. Shit.
Imagine, bro. We would have been official.
I wanted me a button down on here. Like, I was like, man, like.
Oh my god.
I want them to understand that I'm not here for play.
He's not playing, man.
Like, I'm serious about this shit.
I would have loved that. That would have
like,
been great, man.
Shit, like, I really want to just tell you, man, I greatly appreciate it because, like, you really inspiring people to become their best version of themselves.
That's right, man.
And like, man, like you said, self-improvement is the movement.
Yeah.
Like, man, this man right here, man, he got so much in store for him. Like, yeah, this ain't, oh, Lord, this ain't nothing just yet. This is really only the beginning to where, like I'm telling y'all, he gonna really be one of the best in the game. He keep on doing it, he gonna be one of the best in the game. And like I said, bro, I told you so. You are gonna be one of the best in the game. Don't take your foot off the gas because the moment you slow up, there's somebody right there trying to catch you. Yeah. You doing your thing, bro. Keep going and keep climbing, bro. And I greatly salute you for doing your thing, bro, because this is a huge blessing, bro. Just from the, like I said, just from the black community as well, bro. Like, you just see a lot of people.
We could have talked about that too. Yeah.
Like, honestly, bro, it's a lot of people in the black community that's tearing each other down. Like, we will feed ourselves into the negative energy, but we're not surrounding ourselves with the positive.
Yeah.
So, like, bro, just me personally, from black man to black man, I'm proud of you.
Appreciate it, bro.
Like, real shit from fitness to now, to telling your stories. Like, you really got me really thinking, like, I need to change more. I need to do a little bit more. I gotta understand that my past ain't my future.
Yeah.
And like, you really just, like, I came in here on some, like, on a different level, and like, now I gotta turn it up a notch. So like, bro, you inspired me.
Y'all go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe if y'all watching this on YouTube, man. Follow my boy. Y'all, if you want to shout out any of your socials, you can.
I got one social, baby. DHawk817_.
There we go.
I'm very active on that thing, baby.
There we go.
Very active.
There we go, man. Hit my man with some inspirational stuff. You know, you're a great guest on the show, man. It's an honor to have you on, honestly. So y'all go ahead and subscribe to the page, subscribe to the podcast if you're listening to this on Spotify, and share this to a friend, family member on your story. With that being said, I'm going to end this thing how I always do it. Be different. Be a one of one. I'm out. Peace.